In the video that you're about to see, I'm going to show you some tricks with rivets and buttons. I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do it in such a way that you see the shadowing behind it and the highlight on top of it. There are many different tricks. We're going to go over the 3 that I use most often. You can mix and match them and use them however you want. So here you go. Now the first way that we're going to do is we're going to assume that the buttons are already taken care of, but we want to get something on there. Now, to save yourself a lot of time, what I like to do is get a little bit of water into an area and really water down the paint that I'm going to be using. I don't want to have too much excess on the brush, but I want a little bit. That way when I paint this, the excess will actually run over and I can immediately take it off using a napkin, and it'll shade in all around where the buttons or rivets were, but yet still leave the original coloration. Now the original coloration is going to be a bit darker. That's not a worry to me because I already assumed that, so I painted it a lighter color than what I actually wanted to end up with. Now for this way, we're going to use a marker. We're going to take the marker and put it over the part. Get enough of the ink down on it that it will bleed over. Sometimes you can just press down on it and it'll soak right over. Sometimes you actually have to wipe it back and forth a little bit to get the ink running on it. But once you have that ink down, all you have to do is either take a gel pen or a paintbrush and lightly go over the area that you actually want covered. Now, if you want to edge this out like how you see that I've already done it, very easy way is just to take a gel pen just to go over the edges. For some people this may be too much detail, or this might be too bright of a color. You can always get gel pens of almost any color or consistency, and since this is going to sit a while, I don't mind putting on the gel pens. But there we go. Looks like perfect edging. In this case, this one doesn't have anything there, so I'm going to do the same thing and have a watered down version of the paint that I'm going to put on here. Now I can do it one of many ways. Either I can go back to my old faithful gel pen and just very easily touch it up, or I can essentially do it the old way and just retouch it with a little bit of paint. As you can see, any of the 3 ways work. It just depends on what you're looking for. Now if you wanted them darker like this, you can always get a different color gel pen, or you can use darker colored paint. However you do it, it's very quick, it's very simple, and adds a lot of character to your miniatures.